And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the gateway to the East Texas, Piney Woods, Huntsville, Texas, for this contest out of District 17 5A. It is the Huntsville Lady Hornets at 9-7 and 1-0 in district play, taking on the undefeated Lake Creek Lions at 14-0 and 1-0 in District 17 5A play. Welcome to the Bill Fick Ford Countdown to First Pitch. I'm Carlos Zimmermann, filling in once again for Houston Hardcastle. Glad to have you with us on this rather hazy, overcast, smoky feeling kind of night here in Huntsville, Texas, as both of these teams look to lock horns and see who will gain some advantages going into district play. Now the brunt of it, as tournament play has come to a close. Lady Hornets at their host tournament, the Varsity Classic tournament this last weekend, went 4-1 in the tournament. Only loss came to Livingston in the final matchup, but they were able to get wins over everybody else that they faced. Richardson and Tig, just a couple to name, as well as a thrashing of Aldine Nimitz in day one of the tournament at 16-1. So the Lady Hornets have some momentum going into this matchup, but they're up against a Lake Creek team that has brought in a lot of pedigree over the years, just with their great success, pumping out products like Ava Brown, who was the Gatorade National Player of the Year 2 years ago, and now playing for the University of Florida Gators. So a program that has had a lot of prestige, a program that is always seemingly going to be bound for the state championship out of 5A. It'll be interesting how the Lady Hornets are able to match up with them, meeting them as district mates for the first time in just over 5 years. So we'll see how Huntsville plays their ball game tonight here against Lake Creek. All right, we're going to dive into our coaches convo. Had a chance to speak with head coach Cole Bohannon prior to the start of this one. We'll go to him and then take a commercial break and have more for you from the Huntsville Softball Complex after this on the Hornet Nation. Welcome back on the Bill Fick Ford Countdown to First Pitch, getting ready for this second district matchup for the Lady Hornets taking on Lake Creek tonight. Here with Coach Bohannon in our coaches convo. Coach, just coming off a tournament play, just what did you like out of the team as you get ready for another round of district play?
I thought we competed well all weekend. Going 4-1 is always good. We wish we got that last game, but it was a telltale sign of what we're going into this week. We got the top two teams from the district, from last year. I'm ready to see how we stack up against them and just compete with them.
You're going to look to Jaylee Fuller in the circle tonight to just handle the strike zone, just some things you're going to be looking at your freshman arm.
She's got to control her pitches. She has to locate well. When she doesn't locate, she knows that she gives up some hits. When she's good, she's really good. And I'm going to lean on her this game and see what happens. You never know what's going to happen with her. She's a freshman, so I understand. But I'm ready to see what she does against a team like this. I'm ready to see what they all do against a team like this. They're a good ball club and they're going to be ready to go. And, I'm ready to go and see how we stack up against them.
Lake Creek comes in 14-0 and just a lot of pedigree with the success that the program has had over the years, just producing talent. Some things you've seen on film and some things you can look to exploit in this ball game.
They're really fast. They run the bases well. They got a lot of team speed, a lot of lefties. I think we do well against lefties at times. Our defense is going to have to get the ball out quick because they do like to chop the ball in the infield and, run because they can do that. Everybody's beatable at some point. It's just who shows up to play them. And, I'm ready for that. And I think our girls are ready for that. They're ready for this challenge. And we're kind of seeing what's going to happen. And, I just hope they go out and compete every inning and see what happens.
Wind's been gusty all day long here today, and it's blowing out right now for the time being. Just your message to your hitters as they go to the plate with that in mind.
Don't do too much. I tell them all the time, home runs aren't just swings. They're just a mistake that whenever you hit the ball. We don't try to hit too many home runs, but when we do, you can tell. And, I try to talk to them and slow them down and tell them what they're doing wrong. And, they make the adjustment. We're going to have to make the adjustment pretty quick. Their pitcher's good. She does a lot of rise balls. We got to lay off those. And, we got to hit our pitch, not her pitch. And I think they're ready for that.
And then last thing for you, just keys to the game brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. How do you just scrap and claw against a really good team to try and come away with an upset win?
We got to throw the ball well. We got to play defense behind the pitcher. We have to have timely hitting. We're going to have to bunt the ball a little bit. We're going to have to run the bases well. We're going to have to steal some bases. It's hard to play a team like this that's good in all facets of the game. But, whenever we're clicking on all cylinders, I believe we can beat anybody whenever we want to.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion hitter, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in decaf Roseman.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM 1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio
Huntsville
station.
wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM. Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network in the Bill Fick Ford countdown to first pitch. Lake Creek and Huntsville battling here tonight out of District 17 5A as we're closing in on the start of this one, waiting for our umpires to make their way down here for the meeting at the plate, and then they can introduce the starters out there on the floor. But on the field. We'll go ahead and introduce Huntsville starters for you right now. Your starting lineups for the Lady Hornets brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. Take a look at them there right there. Same lineup as the last district matchup, top to bottom. And Jaylee Fuller getting the nod in the circle tonight. Bats from the left side, pitches from the right side. It's going to be paramount that she controls the strike zone this evening to try and handle this Lake Creek lineup that's very potent, which we'll talk about here in a few moments. Chloe Sanders will be her battery mate behind the plate, batting third in the order. And then they got some of that pop in the middle with Jazz Enriquez and Katie Thorpe and McKenna Parker. So they're going to be looking to them tonight to try and make some big plays. Sophia Ramirez and Valerie Martin round out the order for the Lady Hornets. That's your starters for the Lady Hornets, brought to you by our friends at Bill Fick Ford. Gives us an opportunity now to highlight Lake Creek's lineup for this one tonight. They'll be leaning on their lineup led by second-year head coach Candace Carter. They'll be first looking at the left field there, number 14, Madeline Davis, batting second. And in center, number 10, Gracie Brewer, batting third, playing at first base, number 17, Sarah Wiggins. Batting at fourth and playing at third base, number 13, Maggie Hayward. Batting fifth and playing at second base, number 2, Lainey Galloway. Batting sixth and playing behind the plate, number 6, Macy Nowak. Batting seventh and playing in right, number 5, Miranda Orso. Batting eighth and at shortstop, number 23, Annalise Torres. Batting ninth and as the designated player tonight, number 7, Addie Davis. And in the circle tonight for Lake Creek is number 18, Chesney Davis. We'll talk about this throughout the ball game tonight. This is a Lake Creek team that already has a lot of players that are committed to play at the next level. 6, let me do the count here real quick. They have 6 juniors and 2 seniors that are committed. That is just crazy with the talent they just continue to pump out. And the 6 juniors, by the way, all of them committed to Division I programs. That's starting at the top of the order. Madeline Davis on her way to North Carolina at the end of her high school career. Gracie Brewer and Lainey Galloway, both of them heading to McNeese. Sarah Wiggins is going to head to Wichita State. Addie Davis, the DP tonight, she's heading to Houston, play for the Cougars, and then off the bench for them as well. Abby Este, she is going to be heading to Abilene Christian. So This is a lineup that is just stacked from top to bottom, and it'll be a tall task for the Lady Hornets to try and handle their business tonight and get a win here at home, but that's why you play the game. We'll see who's going to be the one that comes out on top here this evening. We're going to step aside and take another break as we're still waiting on our umpires to join us down here, and we'll get pregame festivities underway from the Huntsville Softball Complex on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Be back in a moment.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion hitter, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf roping.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, as our umpires have made their way down to the field, and the plate meeting will go into motion here in just a few moments on the Bill Fick Ford countdown to first pitch. I want to give you a look into the weather report for this ball game, brought to you by our friends at Bill Fick Ford. It has been a hazy and breezy kind of day, a lot of rain in the morning, but has since subsided, but it has been quite a strong wind coming out of the west. It's at 16 miles an hour right now, but it has been gusting up to 25, 30 miles an hour, in some areas 40 miles an hour here in our area today. So it's a little calmer right now than it was earlier when we left for the ballpark. It's 71 degrees right now and a low humidity. So it is really not good fire weather, but we'll see who brings the heat out here on the field here this evening. That is your game time weather forecast presented by our friends at Bill Fick Ford. As our coaches meeting at the plate, Gandis Carter for Lake Creek, Colbo Hannon for Huntsville. The chess match if this ball game is going to be off and rolling here momentarily. So we're going to bow out here. We've done all we've needed to talk about here, as we will boost the crowd mic for you. You can enjoy the pregame festivities down on the field as the players take to the field, as well as a portion of our national anthem before we get things started here tonight. Don't go away. First pitch is coming your way next, live from Huntsville, Texas on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Stay tuned.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's game. We're going to go ahead and start off with the Lady Lions Lake Creek starting lineup. Starting in left field, number 14, Madeline Davis. In center field, number 10, Gracie Brewer. First base, number 17, Sarah Wiggins. At third base, number 13, Maggie Hayward. Second base, number 2, Lainey Galloway. Your catcher, number 6, Macy Nowak. Right field, number 5, Miranda Orso. Shortstop, number 23, Analyst Torres. Your designated player tonight, number 7, Addie Davis. Your pitcher, number 18, playing flex, is Chesney Davis. In reserves, you have number 1, Brady Gossett. Number 3, Abby Este. Number 8, Chloe Futch. Number 10, Chloe McLean. And number 16, Cameron Jackson.
And now introducing the lineup for the Huntsville Lady Hornets. First, the reserves. Number 6, Katie Thorpe. Number 13, Alina Blanton. Number 14,
Starting for your Huntsville Lady Hornets tonight. Batting off first, playing third base, is number 2, Chloe Klawinski. Your pitcher, batting second, number 4, Jaylee Fuller. Your catcher, number 18, Chloe Sanders. Playing center field, number 3, Angelique Hernandez. Playing shortstop, number 17, Jazz Enriquez. Playing first base, number 6, Katie Thorpe. Your designated player tonight, number 29, McKenna Parker. Playing right field, number 11, Sophia Ramirez. Playing left field, number 15, Valerie Martin. Playing second base, number 5, your flex player, Carly Little. In reserves, we have number 9, Riley Hansen. We have number 13, Elena Blanton. We have number 14, Nakia Curtis York. And we have number 21, Treasure Madsen. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise and remove your hats.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station. This broadcast is copyrighted by KSAM Sports for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transitions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. The following is a presentation of KSAM Sports.
On a hazy, overcast night of the gateways to the East Texas Piney Woods, welcome to this presentation of Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, presented by Wiesner Chevy GMC of Huntsville. The matchup this evening, visitors from Montgomery, the Lake Creek Lady Lions, undefeated so far this season, taking on the Lady Hornets of Huntsville. As we welcome you inside the Wiesner Huntsville broadcast booth, I'm Carlos Zimmermann, filling in for Houston Hardcastle tonight. Glad to have you with us as the Lady Hornets go to war here with the Lake Creek Lady Lions. It'll be interesting to see how the Lady Hornets and Jaylee Fuller behind that freshman arm, how they will manage this very potent lineup for Lake Creek. Want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that tonight's video broadcast is being presented in 2K Quad HD with a 4K Ultra HD enhanced presentation. We also have closed captioning available for the hearing impaired. There's the throw down to Jazz Enriquez from Chloe Sanders. That'll turn it over to Lake Creek. And the top of their order, Madeline Davis, to lead things off in this ball game as Huntsville looks to try and topple Lake Creek and hand off their first loss of the season. So you look at Jaylee Fuller, she will step to the slab and deal with Davis to start this ball game tonight. First pitch looking like it'll go here at 6:40 p.m. A little 10 minutes behind schedule, but we are ready to get going in this District 17-5A matchup. Glad to have you with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network and the brand new KSAM Sports YouTube channel. First pitch of the ball game from Fuller is outside for a ball, and that's how things get started here tonight. Davis, the lefty left fielder. With an open stance, the 1-0. Caught the outer edge of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Get that defensive alignment for the Lady Hornets here for you in just a few moments. A good crowd on hand here tonight as they continue to file into the Huntsville softball complex on both sides. 1-1 to Davis from Fuller. That one outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. This Lake Creek team in their second year under the lineage of head coach Candace Carter, who was an assistant under Michelle Rashinsky, part of those state-winning teams, as that is driven deep left center field. It'll short hop the fence. Cut off by Hernandez in left center. Gets it back in quickly, but a leadoff double for Madeline Davis to get things started for the Lady Lions. Lady Hornets lined up defensively like this, left to right in the outfield. Valerie Martin, Hayla Hernandez, and Sophia Ramirez around the horn on the infield. Chloe Klewinski at third base. Jazz Enriquez at short. Carly Little at second. Katie Thorpe is at first, and the battery mate for Jaylee Fuller is Chloe Sanders.
Center fielder number 10, Gracie Brewer.
I'll turn it over to the center fielder, Gracie Brewer, another lefty in this lineup for Lake Creek, with a runner on at second base in Davis. First offering. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Gracie Brewer, Jr., committed to McNeese State out of the Southland Conference. It's the 1-0 from Fuller. It's a bunt and a good one, but it will trickle foul down the third base line. Count runs to 1-1. Again, if you are tuning in on the brand new KSAM Sports YouTube channel, glad to have you with us. This first ball game on the new channel. We'll have another one on Friday as the Lady Hornets will travel to College Station, and then Hornet Baseball will start off next week with district play against Lake Creek. So subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on anything Huntsville Hornet Athletics, as that one's fouled away by Brewer. The count balloons to 1-2 here for Jaylee Fuller. Leadoff double for Madeline Davis to get things started for the Lady Lions. They're in the road dark blue jerseys with the numbers and text in lion gold. 1-2 on the way. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. JV game wrapping up before this one. Lady Lions come away with that win 11-0 in 5 innings of play. Nobody out. 1 hit already in the inning for Lake Creek, and the 2-2 offering. That one misses down and away, and the count runs full on Brewer. Sarah Wiggins in the on-deck circle, the first baseman for Lake Creek. Coach Bohannon said his infield and the outfield are going to have to be on their toes with the wind and just with the way Lake Creek plays the game. That one shot back up the middle, a base hit. Hernandez will rifle it to the plate, but it is cut off. Throw to second, gets away from Little, and it will be a single and an advance on the throw for Gracie Brewer, and that gets Lake Creek on the board early, 1-0. Bring in part of the trio of lefties at the top of this order. That will bring Sarah Wiggins to the plate. First baseman for Coach Carter of Lake Creek. Nobody out in the top of the first, and the first pitch called strike one, says our home plate umpire, and a good start to the at-bat for the freshman Fuller. Huntsville enters tonight 9-7 after going 4-1 in their varsity classic tournament this last weekend. Trying to use that momentum going into this matchup as the 0-1 caught the outer edge of the plate, and it's 0-2 on Wiggins. Runner at second in Brewer, and the 0-2. Wiggins pokes at it. Enriquez over to play it, but bobbled it in her hand on the transfer, and that will be an E6. So still nobody out for Lake Creek here in the top of the first. That allows Wiggins to reach, and the cleanup hitter Maggie Hayward to the plate. First offering from Fuller. Inside, just a hair, ball one. Fuller on the year, a 5.60 ERA, 6-4 on the season in the win-loss count. In 12 appearances, has given up 85 hits, just 40 earned runs, 23 strikeouts to 13 walks. 1-0 on the way, swung on, hit in the air to left. Martin running in on it, makes the catch to set down Hayward, and there's one out. So now a double play depth on the infield for the Lady Hornets as they bring another lefty to the plate. That'll be the second baseman, Lainey Galloway. Early 1-0 tilt for Lake Creek if you're just dialing in.
Baseman number 2, Lainey Galloway.
With one out in the top of the first, and the pitch. Galloway squared around, pulled it back in time, and that's ball one. Brewer at second. Wiggins at first on via the air in the 1-0 to Galloway. Swung on, lifted left center. Hernandez on the run, makes the catch. And two down in the top of the first for Lake Creek. A lot of balls sent to the outfield in this ball game. The double by Davis and the one back up the middle by Brewer. Hayward lofts one into left for Martin and then one into center for Hernandez. Two down in the top of the first, 1-0 Lake Creek. And here's Macy Nowak. She takes ball one inside. Fuller wondering where that missed. Fuller will look to reset here with two out in the top half of the inning. 1-0 to Nowak. Inside, throw down to third, and in the head of the tag is Brewer. As she swipes third base. Good play there by Sanders. Chloe with a good pick at third, but another run in scoring position for Lake Creek. Something head coach Cole Bohannon talked with us in the pregame. They are very active on the base paths and very quick, so the glove play is going to have to be stout tonight. 2-0 count here on Nowak with two out in the inning. Runner goes from second. It's a bloop, and it's going to drop into right for a hit. Rounding second and on her way to third, and now on her way to second. And she's out, is Nowak. Good play on the back end by Chloe Klawinski to cut that one off and then throw down to Enriquez at second to clear the inning. But two runs across for Lake Creek on the base hit by Nowak to make it 2-0. That takes us to the bottom of the first. 2-0 here in Huntsville. Lady Hornets coming to bat when we return.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. 2-0 Lake Creek, and as we go to the bottom of the first, want to remind you this broadcast of Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball is brought to you by Bill Fick Ford, No Bull, Just Good Deals, and by Buckhorn Roofing, expert roofing solutions in Huntsville, Texas, protecting your home one shingle at a time. Get a look here at Chesney Davis, who will toe the slab for Texas, or rather for Lake Creek tonight. She'll be on her way to Texas State following her senior season. She'll deal with the Lady Hornet lineup that is led off by the sophomore, the third baseman, number 5, Chloe Klowinski. Klowinski on the year, batting .325.
Number 2, Chloe Klowinski.
13 hits and 40 trips to the plate. She'll look to get things started here for the Lady Hornets, who find themselves down 2-0 after the top of the first. Davis's first pitch of the ball game. Klowinski takes inside for strike one. Yo, 1 to Klowinski. Bit more inside and downstairs for ball one. We'll get the defensive lineman for Lake Creek here in a moment. 1-1 count on the third baseman. Swings at that one, fouls it straight back. One-two to Klowinski, pokes at it. Slow out of the box over the third from Hayward on to first. And there's one out. Lady Lions lined up defensively like this. Left to right in the outfield, Madeline Davis, Gracie Brewer, and Miranda Orso around the horn on the infield. For Lake Creek over at third base, Maggie Hayward. At short, Analyst Torres. At second, Lainey Galloway. At first is Sarah Wiggins. And the battery mate for Chesney Davis is Macy Nowak. Here's Jaylee Fuller, a big hack and a miss at strike one. So 2-0 Lake Creek here in this top of the first. And the 0-1 from Davis. Right down the pipe for strike two, bringing the heat. The 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss by Fuller, and 2 down. First strikeout of the ball game for Chesney Davis. Turns it over to the Lady Hornets backstop, Chloe Sanders.
Now batting for the Lady Hornets, number 18, Chloe Sanders.
Sanders on the season, the leading hitter of this squad, .524. She steps in with 2 out. Takes strike one from Davis. Oh, 1. Big swing and a miss. Rise ball coming in from Davis, and it's 0-2. Davis doing a good job in this first inning for Lake Creek, getting ahead in counts as the 2-out 0-2 offering misses outside for ball one. The inning continues. Ayla Hernandez in the on-deck circle for Huntsville. 1-2 to Sanders. Doesn't chase, and the count evens up. Sanders was solid in that tournament play for the Lady Hornets over the weekend. As the 2-2 offering from Davis is swung on, hit well into center. Wynn knocking it down, running in from center and making the catch is Gracie Brewer, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Lady Hornets. They'll try to keep this a 2-0 ball game as we go to the second here in Huntsville on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. 2-0 after 1 as we go to the second inning. Carlos Zimmermann with you on this fine, very hazy, overcast day that it has turned out to be. The sun was out earlier, but then dropped away once we got around 5 o'clock, and it has been hazy and smoky feeling ever since. No fires that they've reported in this area, but it has been that kind of night, and we'll see if the Lady Hornets can bounce back here in the top of the second on defense, as Lake Creek sprung together 2 runs on 3 hits in the top half of the first. If you are just tuning in, I'm Carlos Zimmermann, again filling in for Houston Hardcastle this evening. And keep those comments flowing in, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in wherever you are enjoying this ball game, let us know where you are watching from down in the comments below. No Bull Bro and John Kinney tuning in. Love to have you guys tuning in as we go to the bottom of the order for Lake Creek. 7, 8, and 9. Miranda Orso will get things started, the right fielder for the Lady Lions. Fuller's first pitch of the inning is outside for ball 1. Fuller, after a brief moment, retoes the slab. 1-0 to Orso. That one just off the plate, a little closer that time, but no bite from Orso, and it's 2-0. Lake Creek enters today 14-0, 1-0 in district play. Poised to try and take another district title like they have over the last couple of years as Orso chases that one, and it is 2-1. Last season was the second place team out of 5A Region 3 District 21, 34-9 on the season, went 12-2 out of the district. Lost by 1 game to College Station for the district crown, and they're looking to get back to that top spot this year in the revamped 17 5A. 2-1 to Orso. Big swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, the district realignment, moving things over to 17, flipping out Magnolia West and Magnolia, and adding Huntsville to the district after Huntsville was in the district a year ago. 16 5A with Porter, Kingwood Park, Lufkin and Nacogdoches, and others. 2-2 to Orso. Past the glove of Klawinski for a hit. Fourth into the ball game for Lake Creek. Turns it over to 8th in the order, the shortstop, Torres.
Number 23, Analyst Torres.
Bless you, Damien.
Thank you.
It's allergy season, ladies and gentlemen. Can't tell. Nobody out, 1 on. Torres takes ball 1. Look at Huntsville a year ago at a 16 5A, 29-5. Went 9-1 in the district slate. Winning their 4th consecutive district title on the back of their 6 seniors that they lost in the offseason. 1-0 to Torres, a big swing and a miss late on that one from Fuller, and it's 1-1. Of course, 6 seniors there led by J.J. Duke, now at Tarleton State. A pair of jacks over the weekend for Tarleton, so congrats to J.J., great start in the collegiate career. Up there in Stephenville, 1-1. Runner goes, hit and run is on. It's a bloop on the infield. Little makes the catch, throw back to second to double him off. 4-3 double play to clear the bases and quick 2 outs for Lake Creek. Wonder if Orso misjudged Little there after that last bloop one got away from her in shallow right, but that one hung on the infield, and now bottom of the order, the DP, Addie Davis. Davis swings, a fly ball into right. Ramirez makes the catch, and the side is retired, so Jaylee Fuller faces the minimum in the top of the second. Backed by a 4-3 double play turned by Little and Thorpe. Takes us to the bottom of the second. Still 2-0 in favor of Lake Creek.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion hitter, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Bottom of the second. Here in Huntsville at the Huntsville Softball Complex, Lake Creek with a 2-0 lead. I want to remind you this season of Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball is presented by our friends at Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line. As Lake Creek was set down quietly in the top of the second, a 4-3 double play turned by Carly Little and Katie Thorpe on that bloop on the infield has allowed the Lady Hornets to have a chance here to try and cut into this lead here in the. They'll bring the 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. Taylor Hernandez, Jazz Enriquez, and Katie Thorpe. Hernandez gets ready to stride to the box. Get a look at the district standings at a 17-5A. Heath, how things are shaken early on in district. A&M Consolidated is yet to play a game. They play tonight. Lake Creek, College Station, Montgomery, and Huntsville all getting wins in their district slate so far. Brenham and Rudder, the only 2 with the losses. Taylor Hernandez takes strike 1 from Chesney Davis. We'll keep an eye on the district games around 17-5A throughout the night. Go 1 to Hernandez, takes ball 1. No, called strike 2 on the outer half. Huntsville baseball's not in action tonight as they played Splendora last night due to the weather that we were expecting this morning. Lost 3-2 to Splendora as Hernandez lays off a ball 1. Appeal down to first on the check swing. She didn't go. And it's 1-2. One, 2 to Hernandez. Just a touch high, says our home plate umpire. That was close, but 2 balls and 2 strikes on Halo. Battled from 0-2, back to 2-2, and the delivery from Davis. Hernandez takes low for ball 3. Hernandez has done well this season working walks. She's worked 9 of them in the young year. She's trying to battle back from 0-2, and she's worked it full with nobody out in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Lake Creek, and the payoff. Hernandez fights it off. Hernandez on the season, a .344 hitter. 11 hits and 32 at-bats. 6 extra base hits, all of them via the double, plus an inside the park home run to make that 7. And 10 RBIs for the Lady Hornets center fielder. Another payoff. Hernandez staying alive. Huntsville looking for their first hit of the night. Jazz Enriquez in the on-deck circle. Third payoff. Called strike 3. Good take there by Hernandez. Just caught the outer half of the plate, and there's 1 out in the Lady Hornets half of the second. Now for Jazz Enriquez to stride to the plate.
For the Lady Hornets, number 17, Jazz Enriquez.
Over in College Station, A&M consolidated a 3-0 lead on Rudder. They are in the top of the second in that affair. So Enriquez digs into the box with one out and nobody on, swinging at the first pitch from Davis. Tie game between Montgomery and College Station. They're in the top of the second over in Montgomery. And of course, you got our ball game here as Enriquez fights at another one, comes up empty, and it's 0-2. As for Brenham, they have tonight off. They will face Montgomery on Friday. 0-2. And Enriquez swings at all three and strikes out. It's 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Davis now has worked 3 strikeouts, 2 of them swinging, 1 looking. Lewinsky grounded out to third base to start the ball game, and Sanders flew out the center to end the first. So Katie Thorpe will be the one to try and break through and get a hit into the hit column for the Lady Hornets. Thorpe takes high for ball 1. Thorpe on the air in her 14th ball game, 304 hitter. Awaits the 1-0, lines it through the right side, a hit, but Emblay might be at first, and they do. That was how sharply hit it was. That's a 9-3 putout if you're keeping score at home. So the Lady Hornets still kept off the board in the hit column. A tough break there for Katie Thorpe, well-struck ball. That just caromed right to the right fielder in Orso. We're through 2 in Huntsville, and it's 2-0 Lake Creek when we return.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
Top of the third in Huntsville. It's 2-0 Lake Creek. I want to remind you this broadcast of Lady Hornet Softball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transmission or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. Top of the order for Lake Creek as the Lady Hornets face the minimum in the bottom, or rather the top of the second. Base hit for Orso, but erased on the double play, and then the flyout by Davis ended that inning. But back to the top, Madeline Davis, who doubled to start off the ball game. First pitch, right down the pipe, strike 1 for Fuller. Nothing in 1 from Jaylee Fuller. That one runs outside. And Creek with Candace Carter at the helm in her second season. Really a sports family. Her dad, Scott Carter, the head baseball coach at Port Neches Groves. She herself, Coach Carter, she's been around the block in the college game quite a bit, which we'll talk about in a moment as the 1-1 caught the plate for strike 2. Carter made stops at Louisiana Monroe and McNeese before moving down to the high school ranks at Barb High School, where she had a great successful career there, but had connections out here in Southeast Texas, and that's what brought her to be an assistant for Coach Wersinski down in Montgomery, as that one's lined to left center field, down for another hit for Davis. She'll round first, but hold up there. So she's halfway to the cycle with that base hit. That will turn it over to Gracie Brewer. Anthony Lozano, relative to Jazz Enriquez tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, Anthony. Again, keep those comments flowing in, ladies and gentlemen, as we roll along in this ball game. Gracie Brewer digs in 1 for 1 with a single. Runner goes down to second, picked by Enriquez, and they're going to say she bobbled it. And it will be a stolen base for Madeline Davis, and Coach Bohannon out of the dugout to go talk with the second base umpire. For a second there, he was about to call her out, but then changed his mind at the last second, saying Enriquez bobbled that softball. They will be over to discuss, and we'll see if it is going to be a lengthy talk or not. Pretty sure the umpire is saying he's going to say, yeah, he had a good, clear view of it. And there's going to be no change as Bohannon heads back to the dugout. So a stolen base for Madeline Davis. We'll bring Gracie Brewer back in. First pitch was a strike. Another threat for Lake Creek here in the top of the third. Here's the 0-1. Outside, ball one. And of course, Coach Bohannon in his first year at the helm of the Lady Hornets, taking over for the departing Morgan Bryan, who's now at New Caney. The 1-1. Up and away for ball two. Bohannon, of course, linebackers coach here for Huntsville football. Been a year as an assistant under Justin Jennings last season at Huntsville baseball before taking the head coaching job here, bringing on some great staff to his coaching arsenal. As the 2-1 on the way, it's going to be a bunt, and it is fouled. So the count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Gracie Brewer. Wind starting to pick back up. Now it is blowing in and left to right in the outfield. So anything hit out to right could have some carry to it, but as you look at the flags out there in left of center, it is whipping, to say the least. Nobody out, Davis at second. 2-0 Lake Creek, and a 2-2 count here for Jaylee Fuller. Pitch on the way. Motion pitch. Down and away for ball 3. Went to the changeup there to the young freshman. Payoff. Swung on and into left center for a hit. Davis around third. She'll dig for the plate. Throws into second, and it's 3-0 Lake Creek on second single of the night for Gracie Brewer. Big gust coming into our press box here at the Huntsville Softball Complex as Sarah Wiggins, the first baseman for Lake Creek, will stride in. Reached on an error her first time up in the first. Nobody out, runner on at first. Pitch is high for a ball from Fuller. One-0 pitch, Wiggins squares around, pulled it back, but it's called a strike. Fuller resets, and the 1-1 on the way to Wiggins. Wiggins pokes at it. It's fouled away and out of play to the berm down the left field line, and now Fuller heading to the count 1-2. One, 2 to Wiggins. Doesn't chase. And the count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Diane Lozano also tuning in the chat down below, watching from California. Thanks for tuning in, Diane. Brewer the runner at first. 2 balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. And the runner goes. Hit and run is on into right center field, and it's over the head of Hernandez for a hit to the warning track. Rounding third and coming to the plate is Brewer, and it is 4-0 Lake Creek. That ball got caught up in the wind and just kept on carrying all the way to the fence in center. And Lake Creek made this a 4-0 ball game, turns it over to the cleanup hitter, Maggie Hayward.
Number 13, Maggie Hayward.
Hayward 0 for 1, flew out to left in the top of the first. Lady Hornets hunting their first out of the inning as Hayward takes strike one. 4 runs on 7 hits for Lake Creek. The 0-1 delivery. Change up, misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. And if Hayward tries to take any hack of that, she's going to hit that into the wind in left. One on its way. A little more juice to that one, but it misses down in for ball 2. Wiggins, the runner, over at second base as Davis came around to score on the single. Brewer, same thing. 2-1 delivery. Hot shot down the left field line and into the bullpen of Lake Creek. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fuller gets it to another 2-strike count. Looking for the punch out. Spins the ball in the hand and the 2-2. Outside ball 3, Hayward doesn't chase. Laney Galloway in the on-deck circle for the Lady Lions. Payoff from Fuller. Popped up behind the plate, but it'll kiss off the netting, and the at-bat will continue. Runner at second is Wiggins. On via the RBI single, and another payoff from Fuller hits Maggie Hayward. So she'll trot down over the first base, and it's runners at second and first. Still nobody out in the top of the third for Laney Galloway, and Cole Bohannon out of the dugout. So while he's out there on the dugout, gives us an opportunity to let you know you can listen to today's best country and all your favorites wherever you may be with the KSAM mobile app. It's in your app store for Androids and iPhones now. Take your hometown radio station with you in the car, at home, or while you're even out on a run or a jog. It's the KSAM mobile app. Download it today. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Huntsville Softball Complex, this gorgeous facility. I'm Carlos Zimmermann filling in for Houston Hardcastle tonight. It's a 4-0 lead for Lake Creek in the top of the third. 2 on and nobody out as Cole Bohannon's discussing things in this circle visit with his squad. 2 runs in that top of the first for Lake Creek, spread around on 4 hits. In this inning, it's 2 runs on 3 hits for Lake Creek that have got things going for them and try and pull it away here as we get towards the heart of this ball game. Huntsville on the offensive side still looking for their first hit. They've gone 6 up, 6 down. Going to try and change that when they go to the bottom of the third. But right now, Jaylee Fuller's tasked here to start getting outs. Here's Galloway 0 for 1. Flew out the center her last time up in the first. Bunt sign is on. She gets it down. Fuller over to play. Galloway, great speed, and she is safe at first. So the bases are now loaded. On the infield hit. I'll bring Macy Nowak to the plate. Look at the flags in left center whipping with that wind blowing in. Anything on the outfield may trickle its way back to the infield. So these infielders have got to be minding their P's and Q's, as that is ball 1 to Nowak. Nowak singled in the first, part of a 6-batter inning for Lake Creek. That one just missing inside from Fuller. 2 balls and no strikes on Nowak. Ernie De Los Santos tuning in from Bernie tonight. Thanks for tuning in, Ernie. Cheering on Jazz Enriquez over there at that shortstop spot. Bases juiced, 4-0 Lake Creek, nobody out. And the 2-0 to Nowak. Swung on, hit in the air to left center. Hernandez camps underneath of it. He makes the catch. Runner tags from third, that's Wiggins. And Lake Creek will trade it out for a run. Makes it 5-0 on the sac fly by Nowak. Lady Hornets will take that, being able to get an out. Double play depth once again on the infield. Brings Miranda Orso to the plate. She singled in the second.
Number 5, Miranda Orso.
One out. The runners at second and first. Hayward at second and Galloway at first. Lays the bunt down, a decent one, but it does trickle foul. And Lake Creek just trying to use their speed to their advantage. Orso in the last inning was doubled off on a bloop infield pop fly off the bat of Annalise Torres, who's in the on-deck circle for Lake Creek. 1 away, 2 on, 5-0 Lions as that one hit on the ground. Fuller over to play it, and no one's covering the bag at third. So that'll load the bases once again. Good idea by Fuller to go to third base. Try and get that lead runner out in Hayward, but instead the inning will trickle on the fielder's choice.
Number 23, Annalise Torres.
So still 1 out, top of the third, and Annalise Torres. Ball inside. One away and the bases are loaded, and that's smoked into center. Hernandez smothers it, trying to at least save the second run. Throw will be to third. That's not in time, and Torres will end up over at second. So a base hit for Torres, advancing on the throw. That'll make your score 7-0 Lake Creek here in the top of the third. Time called by Coach Bohannon. As before, Addie Davis is able to step to the box. A 5 spot here in the top of the third for Lake Creek will mean a call to the pen. So that's going to lift Carly Little from the ball game and bring McKenna Parker in. She'll go through her warm-ups. Still 1 out in the top of the third as we're going to step aside on a quick timeout. We'll tell you about McKenna Parker when we return. Huntsville Softball Complex.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. New pitcher on the hill for the Lady Hornets. Rather, not the hill, the circle. It's a 7-0 lead for Lake Creek. 1 out in the top of the third inning, and I believe they have 2 runners out there. Indeed, they do. And the new arm for the Lady Hornets, another freshman out of the pen for Cole Bohannon. McKenna Parker will head to the box. 2-1 on the year, a 9.57 ERA in 12 appearances, 26 and a third innings of work. 36 runs, those earned, 8 strikeouts, 9 walks. And will be called upon here to try and slow down these Lake Creek bats. It'll be the 9-hole hitter coming to the plate for Lake Creek, Addie Davis. Only defensive alignment changes. Little drops from the ball game. Jaylee Fuller now shifts over to second, and those are your only Defensive changes for Huntsville. Lake Creek will have runners at third and second base.
Number 7, Addie Davis.
Orso at third and Torres over at second. So here's Davis, 0 for 1, flew out to right to end the second. She swings at the first pitch, and it's down the third baseline foul. And District 17 5A play will continue for the Lady Hornets on Friday night as they'll make the trip back out to Aggieland, take on College Station. At the home of the Lady Cougars, I'll be on the call for that one as well on Friday night as the next offering from Parker is downstairs for ball one. One away and runners at third and second, and the pitch from Parker. Short hops the plate. Sanders, though, does a good job, keeps it near the plate. Runs the count to 2-1. Next offering, that one just inside, says our home plate umpire, and it's ball 3. And the 3-1 delivery, that's inside ball 4. And that will put Davis on via the free pass. That empty base at first, load him up for the leadoff batter, Madeline Davis. Parker came in the game against Rudder. Down the stretch of that ball game. As the first pitch to Davis misses for a ball, 1-0. That ball game against Rudder. Worked 2 innings, just gave up the 2 hits and 2 runs, 3 walks, and a punch-out in that 21-9 win last Tuesday night. 1-0 misses outside, 2-0 here on the leadoff batter for Lake Creek, as they have batted around here in this third. Worked a third of an inning over the weekend against Livingston, just gave up the 1 run and 2 hits, as that one from Parker catches the zone for strike 1. Two-1. Davis chops it on the ground, chance for 2. Fuller step on the bag for 1, no relay to first. So they'll take the middle runner out the last runner out in Davis. Wipe her from the base pass. Orso comes in and scores, but the Lady Hornets will trade that for an out. And Lake Creek has said we'll just call that good here in the inning. So 8-0 on the 6 runs here in the top of the third for Lake Creek. They got 9 hits for the ball game. Lady Hornets hunting hit number 1 as we go to the bottom of the third in Huntsville.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. It's 8-0 Lake Creek through 2.5. Chesney Davis back to the circle for the Lady Lions. I'm Carlos Zimmermann, filling in for Houston Hardcastle this evening. Bottom of the order coming up for the Lady Hornets. They'll bring in 2 lefties, McKenna Parker and Sophia Ramirez, before going back to a righty in Valerie Martin. Just a few moments, Lady Hornets still looking for their first hit in this District 17 5A matchup. 6 runs in that top of the third for Lake Creek have allowed them to pull away, but Huntsville will look to try and start chipping away as we go to this bottom of the third. So here's McKenna Parker. Just step to the circle for the Lady Hornets. We give you her pitching stats, and we'll get you her hitting stats here momentarily. She'll step in to face Chesney Davis, who's worked 2 clean innings of work. She swings at the first pitch, does Parker, and it's 0-1. Parker on the year, .250 hitter. 7 hits in 28 trips to the plate. She's worked out 2 doubles and 4 RBIs as well. The 0-1 to Parker. Swung on again, just a touch late, and it's 0-2. Wind picking back up, blowing in and out to right. Oh, 2 on the way. Parker lays off for ball 1. Get you some score updates from around the district here momentarily. Ramirez in the on-deck circle, and the 1-2 to Parker. Fights that one off and keeps the at-bat going. Montgomery in a duel tonight with College Station, and College Station has taken a 2-1 lead. They have just wrapped up the 3rd inning in Montgomery. Going to the 4th. 1-2 again to Parker. Staying alive, that one in on the hands. And the count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. A&M Consolidated facing Rudder tonight. It is a 6-0 lead for the Lady Tigers in the top of the 3rd at Consol. Another 1-2 to Parker. Lays off for ball 2. Parker working a good at-bat, 4 foul balls. And the 7th pitch of the at-bat on the way. Swing and a miss. 4th strikeout of the ball game. 3rd one swinging for Chesney Davis, and that will bring Sophia Ramirez to the plate.
Now batting for the Lady Hornets, number 11, Sophia Ramirez.
First offering to Ramirez. It's up and in for ball 1. It's a good start to the at-bat for Ramirez. Lake Creek, we'll look at them through what they've done through this young season so far as the 1-0 to Ramirez. Big swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. They've done a disproportionate amount of their scoring in this season so far with a bevy of shutouts that they have put together. The 1-1 to Ramirez, another swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Their only close ball game was a 5-4 win over Flower Mound back on February the 13th. That was a 5-4 win over Flower Mound. Everything else has been a win by 7 runs or more. That one's up and into Ramirez, and it's 2-2. The most recent one playing well at the Liberty Tournament, getting wins over Bridge City, Hargrave, Alvin, Dayton, Conroe, and the hosts in Liberty. 2-2 to Ramirez, takes ball 3. Davis trying to battle back, getting it to 1-2, and the payoff to Ramirez. Swing and fouled down the left field line. Lake Creek in that tournament in Liberty outscoring their opponents 54-13, giving up 2 to Bridge City, 6 to Alvin, 2 to Dayton, and 3 to Conroe, blanking Hargrave and Liberty. Another payoff to Ramirez. Called strike 3. I'll bring up bottom of the order Valerie Martin, the left fielder. Davis retoes the slab with 2 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. 8-0 Lake Creek, and a swing and a miss. And there's strike 1. A 1 delivery, Martin lays off for ball 1. That one chopped back up the middle, backhanded by Davis, and the throw to first in time. And that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Lady Hornets, and Davis takes a perfect game to the fourth. Lake Creek looking for more runs. The Lady Hornets will try to hold them down 8-0 as we go to the fourth.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM 1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
2, 3, and 4 coming up for Lake Creek as we go to the top of the fourth inning in Huntsville and an 8-0 lead for the Lady Lions. Carlos Zimmermann with you on this now starting to become a little chilly Tuesday night, the gateway to the East Texas Piney Woods. As it'll be Gracie Brewer to step into the box. Umpire's telling us 7, but where?
Number 10, Gracie Brewer.
That's the first pitch to Brewer. Catches the plate for McKenna Parker, strike one. Parker coming in relief of Fuller. Gave up the 8 runs and 9 hits. One Lady Hornet error in this ball game. The 0-1 to Brewer, another motion pitch, outside ball 1. And a Lady Hornet team brings back a few returners, but a lot of newcomers to this team as they look to build on the success that they had over the last 4 years. A little bit of a retooling year, if you will. We'll call it rebuilding. We'll call it retooling. There's Jazz Enriquez still trying to get used to playing that shortstop position. Chloe Klowinski moving across from first to third. There's ball 3 from Parker. Of course, you got 2 freshmen right there on the infield, pitching in Parker, and at second base, Fuller. Another one out there in the right in Sofia Ramirez. As that one's popped up on the infield. Enriquez calls everybody off. Fighting the wind, makes the catch, 1 away. Valerie Martin shifting over to left field as well as Sarah Wiggins comes to the plate for Lake Creek.
Number 17.
And it's tough at the end of the day when you lose 6 seniors that were all around the varsity team for 3 to 4 years. The first pitch to Wiggins is inside for ball 1. Of course, losing J.J. Duke. She's at Tarleton. Emily Zunker at Angelina College. Katie Von Rosenberg, Eris McHale, Callie Klowinski, and Riley Hammond, all of them years on varsity. So Lady Hornets going to try and build off of that here through this district slate. 1-1 count here on Wiggins, with 1 out in the top of the fourth. Wiggins swings, foul ball down the left field line. Count runs down to 1-2 here for McKenna Parker. Pop out to start the inning for Brewer. As Wiggins at the plate, she is 1 for 2. Singled and reached on an error. That one short hops the plate, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Parker's 2-2 to Wiggins. To the shortstop, Enriquez. 2 out. So Enriquez getting action in both of the putouts, the pop out and the ground out. Will turn things over to cleanup hitter Maggie Hayward.
Number 13, Maggie Hayward.
Lady Hornets will bring the top of the order in the bottom of the fourth against Chesney Davis. Hayward digs in with 2 out and nobody on. First pitch from Parker right down Main Street for strike 1. Hayward, senior third baseman on to Hillsdale College after the season comes to a close. The 0-1 downstairs. The 1-1. This is downstairs once again. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one sharply hit and fair down the left field line by the glove of Klawinski. Martin over the plate off the wall. Relay in. Will keep Hayward over at second base. And she's on for the first time tonight via base hit. Flew out and was hit by the pitch.
Number 2, Lady Galloway.
Two out. Soft liner to left, down for a hit. Martin to play it. They'll hold the runner. Throw is into the plate, so that will put Galloway over at second base. Hey, it's 7-0. That's what he was saying. It's 7-0. Just got a text from down in the dugout from Colton Foster at the item. They accidentally counted a run up here in that interference call at the end of it, so it is actually 7-0 Lake Creek. As Macy Nowak digs into the plate. Two out in the inning and runners at third and second, strike 1 from Parker. Next pitch, liner in the left in front of Martin for a hit. That will bring home the 8th run of the ball game on another base hit for Lake Creek. That one for Macy Nowak, and now it is 8-0. So after the 2 quick outs from Parker, a double by Hayward, a single for Galloway, and now a single for Nowak. It'll bring Miranda Orso to the plate. Looks like we'll go courtesy runner here for Lake Creek for the catcher Nowak.
Courtesy runner number 3, Abby Este.
Addie Este will courtesy run at first base. So it's runners at the corners for Lake Creek. 2 out in the top of the 4th. And Miranda Orso to the plate where she is 1 for 2. Runner goes, and good fake there by Sanders. Not to throw that one down with a runner at third base, so it'll clear the empty bag at second, and it's third and second. 2 out for Lake Creek in this top of the 4th. That one a ball from Parker, and it's 2-0. Orso digs back in, and the 2-0 on its way. Soft liner to third, and that one's down for a hit. That'll plate 2 more for Lake Creek, and the runner and will head on in over to second in Orso, and it is now a 10-0 lead for the Lady Lions. It'll be a single for Orso, and then advancing on throw into the plate. Three runs across for Lake Creek and 2 out for the 8-hole hitter, Annalise Torres. One for 2 tonight, double play and a single. That went in for a strike from Parker, and it's 1-1. Torres, the sophomore shortstop, the 1-1. Skips to the plate and hits Torres. So she'll trot down over to first. Orso will remain at second base, and the inning will roll on for Lake Creek. Bring up the 9-hole batter, Addie Davis.
Number 7, Addie Davis.
2 out, 2 on. First pitch ball just outside from Parker. Davis tonight 1 for 2, fly out and a single. Takes ball 2, just a touch high, says the home plate umpire. Two-0. On the ground to third. Klawinski bobbles it, steps on the bag for the 5 unassisted. If you're keeping score at home, that will retire to the side, but 3 more runs for Lake Creek have made this a 10-0 ball game as we go to the last of the 4th. Top of the order for the Lady Hornets when we come back.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Through 3.5 here at the Huntsville Softball Complex. Carlos Zimmermann with you on this one tonight. I want to remind you this broadcast of Lady Hornet Softball is brought to you by Bill Fick Ford, Noble, Just Good Deals, and by Buckhorn Roofing, Expert Roofing Solutions in Huntsville, Texas, protecting your home one shingle at a time. 3 runs at the top of the 4th for Lake Creek have ballooned their lead up to a 10-run tilt as Lady Hornets will bring the top of the order to the plate. Chesney Davis has gone 9 up, 9 down with 5 strikeouts in this ball game, 3 groundouts rather, and the 1 flyout.
Now batting for the
We welcome you back inside this Wiesner Huntsville broadcast booth. I'm Carlos Zimmermann, bringing you the 17-5A matchup tonight. As Chloe Klawinski digs in, groundout victim in the bottom of the 1st rather. Takes strike 1 from Davis. Here's the 0-1. That one in there again, strike 2, and Davis just sending them in with that high heat. Got the rise ball in her arsenal. Haven't seen much slowness from Davis. That one a touch slower, but up and away for ball 1. Here's the 1-2. Gets away from the catcher and Nowak, and the count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's one bright spot for the Lady Hornets tonight. They've been able to work their way back in counts after getting down early. A lot of 0-2 counts for Davis, and the Lady Hornets able to work it to 2-2s and 3-2s. Just haven't been able to cash in just yet. Klawinski will try to do that here. Looper down the right field line, running in on it is Orso, and she makes the catch in foul ground. And there's one away. That will bring up the second baseman. Starter tonight for the Lady Hornets, Jaylee Fuller. With 1 out, Fuller tries to lay down the bunt, but just got under it, or over it rather, and the count is 0-1. Fuller tonight 0 for 1, a strikeout victim her last time. Tries to lay down another bunt, but pops that one to the netting foul, and the count now 0-2. Temps starting to dip down here at the Huntsville Softball Complex as we open the ball game tonight at 71 degrees. Now sitting at about 65, and the wind chills factors starting to come into play too. 0-2 to Fuller. That one outside for ball 1. One, 2, swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Fuller and the 6th of the ball game for Davis. And we'll bring Chloe Sanders to the plate.
Number 18, Chloe Sanders.
Sanders flew out to center to close out the bottom of the first. Two out in the inning. Sanders lays off for ball 1. One 0. Called strike 1. Sanders, another one of these Lady Hornets, learning a new role, stepping into the catching role that's been vacated by Katie von Rosenberg. Has done well behind the plate, calling the ball games for both Jaylee Fuller and McKenna Parker. Heading the count here, 2-1. Trying to break through for the Lady Hornets' first hit of the game. 2-1. Inside, ball 3, and Davis a ball away from losing the perfect game. First 3-1 count we've seen tonight for Chesney Davis, and the 3-1 is low for ball 4, so there goes the perfect game. And the Lady Hornets have a base runner for the first time tonight, represented by Chloe Sanders, and it'll be a courtesy runner to lift the catcher from the game. And Alina Blanton be the one to courtesy run.
Now batting for the Lady Hornets, number 3, Halo Hernandez.
Funny because I really did more than I should. I made a decision last night.
So here's Halo Hernandez. Struck out looking her last time, able to work a 3-2 count. Two out and runner on. Hernandez takes strike 1. Speaking of Alina Blanton over there at first base, congrats to her. Placing 3rd at the THSWPA Regional Lift and Powerlifting up in Mount Pleasant this weekend. Total lifts of 820 pounds, and she's going to move on to Edinburgh for the state powerlifting meet on Saturday, March the 15th. So congratulations to E on that accomplishment over the weekend. 1-1 here on Hernandez with 2 out in the bottom of the 4th. Lays off for ball 2. A walk to Sanders, and now the 2-1 to Hernandez. Called strike 2. Hernandez pops it up on the infield. Fighting the win, the third baseman in Hayward, and the side will retire. So the pop out to end the inning. The Lady Hornets are able to get a runner on, but nothing more. We go to the 5th. Lake Creek with a 10-0 lead, and we'll be back here shortly.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion hitter, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Going to the 5th here in Huntsville. Glad to have you with us here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. A 10-0 lead for Lake Creek as we go to the 5th. Just do want to let you know Mercy Rule is in effect. If Huntsville is not able to get any runs in the bottom of the 5th, the ball game will come to an end. As it'll be Lake Creek coming to the plate. Be the leadoff batter, Madeline Davis. Davis tonight 2 for 2, double and a single.
Number 14, Madeline Davis.
As the lefty does stride in. First offering from McKenna Parker in her third inning of work. Starts Davis off with a strike. Parker was able to get 2 quick outs in the top of the 4th before Lake Creek was able to spread over 3 more runs. The 0-1. Motion pitch down low for ball 1. In the Lady Hornets, they'll head on the road to College Station on Friday night, and we'll bring you that broadcast here on the KSAM Sports YouTube channel, the new KSAM Sports YouTube channel. It's the 1-1 to Davis. Caught the plate for strike 2. Bill Fick Ford countdown to first pitch on Friday night, 6:15 p.m. when we will have first pitch approximately at 6:30. Hope to have you join us for that. Coming up on Friday night in Aggieland, as it's now 2-2 here on the Lady Lions leadoff batter, Madeline Davis. Two from Parker. I got away from her, and it's ball 3. So Davis works it from 1-2 to full. And the payoff. Motion pitch. Davis pokes at it. Foul ground for Klawinski. Tried to make the basket catch, but cannot, and the at-bat will continue. Saw that wall there at the Lake Creek dugout approaching. Just got away from her, and it'll remain a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Payoff from Parker. Swung on in the air, left center field. Hernandez on the run, can't make the catch. It bounces off the E in left center, and it'll be a double for Madeline Davis. Second double of the night and her 3rd hit. Brings up the 2-hole hitter, Gracie Brewer. Open stance, and the first pitch from Parker outside ball 1. See a couple of Hornet baseballers in the house tonight. Josh Stanley, Carson Woods. Glad to have them here as we start with Hornet baseball next week on spring break, as that's on the ground to the second baseman, Fuller. Rifle to first, and there's one away. Second time tonight, Brewer has been set down. And we'll bring Sarah Wiggins to the plate. No. We'll have a pinch hitter. Looks like that is Abby Este. That is now into the box for Lake Creek. And indeed it is. So she'll step into the 3 spot in the lineup, replacing Sarah Wiggins. Este coming off the bench, but is committed to Abilene Christian Wildcats out of the Western Athletic Conference. As our home plate umpire will get that into his book and over to Huntsville's book, and we can return to play. Runner at 3rd is Davis on via the double. Brewer knocked out on the ground out. Este with her first at-bat of the night. That one gets away a little bit from Sanders, but keeps it inside the brown circle, and it'll be 1-0. On its way. Parker delivers strike 1. Eleventh run of the ball game for Lake Creek, 60 feet away. 1 out in the 1-1. Este on the ground to second. Fuller to play it. Rifle to first in time to get the speedy Este. Run does score on the RBI ground out. Good test there for Fuller with a quick speed. Got it out of the glove quickly and on to Thorpe. So 2 out. 1 run for Lake Creek to make it 11-0. And brings up Maddie Hayward. Base is empty now. Hayward swings at the pitch outside, and it's 0-1. Hayward tonight is 1 for 3, a double, hit by the pitch in the third and flew out in the first. The 0-1, motion pitch, popped into right. Ramirez makes the catch. And the side is retired. So just one run in the inning for Lake Creek on the double from Davis and brought home on the RBI ground out by Este. Takes us to the bottom of the fifth. Lady Hornets need 2 runs to extend the ball game when we return to Huntsville.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
Bottom of the fifth, moments away here, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Lake Creek up 11-0 as Chesney Davis lost the perfect game in the bottom of the fourth after walking Chloe Sanders, but the no-hitter's still intact as Jazz Enriquez, Katie Thorpe, and McKenna Parker will try to break that one up before this ball game comes to an end. I'll remind you, our next broadcast is coming up on Friday night, again in the College Station. Lady Hornets taking on the Lady Cougars. Hope to have you join us for that. Hopefully the weather will be not as breezy in College Station on Friday night. I'll have the call once again, filling in for Houston Hardcastle. Hope to have Houston back coming up on Tuesday when the Lady Hornets will host Brenham during spring break. Here's Enriquez to the plate. She's 0 for 1, struck out against Davis. Her only time up in the second. As it looks like just a couple of defensive alignment changes here for Lake Creek. Lady Davis has been lifted from the DP spot. She is now at first base. I don't believe there is many other changes on the field than that. Nope, we have one change. Another one, that is Este now over at third. And one other change as well, now behind the plate for Lake Creek is Cameron Jackson. Davis still in the circle here for Lake Creek. As Enriquez will try to break through for her first hit of the night. Swings at the first one from Davis, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Now they're swinging a miss. 0-2. Oh-2 from Davis. Got a piece of it. And the at-bat rolls on. Katie Thorpe in the on-deck circle. Was able to put one into the outfield her last time up, but was thrown out on the 9-3 putout. Oh-2 again. Enriquez chases. Throw down to first to complete the strikeout. 7 strikeouts for Chesney Davis and 2 outs away from the no-no.
Number 6, Katie Thorpe.
So we have a stoppage here for the moment. As Thorpe will dig into the box now. 1 out in the inning. 11-0 Lake Creek. First offering from Davis inside 1-0. Thorpe tonight 0 for 1. The 1-0. Downstairs for ball 2. One away, nobody on in the 2-0. Slow for ball 3. First 3-ball count and no strike count for Chesney Davis this evening. And the 3-0 to Thorpe. Upstairs for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Second walk issued by Davis. Will bring McKenna Parker to the plate.
Now batting for the Lady Hornets, number 29, McKenna Parker.
So here's Parker, struck out in the 3rd against Davis. One away and 1 on is Thorpe. Parker on the ground to 3rd. Into the glove of Este. Gets 1, gets 2, and that's your game. 5-4-3 around the diamond to clear the bases, and that'll be your ball game. Lake Creek wins at 11-0 and a no-hitter for Chesney Davis. Closes out this District 17 5A matchup. Bill Fick-Ford postgame wrap-up. We'll have final parting thoughts for you, and we'll set you up for the Friday matchup with College Station when we return here to the Huntsville Softball Complex.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion hitter, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the cap roadman.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com. Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM 1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM 1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com. Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion Header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM 1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com. Huntsville wakes up to the all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy. Get a positive start on your workday with local news, weather and sports, and some inspiration and laughs to warm you like a hot cup of coffee. And now you can join the daily conversation with Brian and Tracy by calling or texting the KSAM listener line at 936-295-4102. Come on, neighbor. The all-new KSAM Wake Up Morning Show with Brian and Tracy on 101.7 KSAM.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Final thoughts here on the Bill Fick Ford postgame wrap-up. We won't get a word from head coach Cole Bohannon, but we will talk to him on Friday as the Lady Hornets take on College Station. Sorry, I just soared up the stairs, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm a little out of breath, but Lake Creek wins this one tonight 11-0. A no-hitter for Chesney Davis as the Lady Hornets look to respond on Friday night, taking on College Station. Man, I need a water here in a second. This is insane, but apologies for the long delay, but we're going to wrap things up here tonight from the Lady Hornet Softball Complex as Huntsville, well, they despite the final score, they really were able to just hang in there and were able to work out 2 walks and put some pressure on Davis, but Lake Creek's a good team, ladies and gentlemen. 8 college commits, 6 of them going to the D1 level, and they are quite the squad. Going to be one of the favorites to take the 5A title coming up this year. Well, Lady Hornets look to respond on Friday. That ball game, 6:30 p.m. We come on the air with the Bill Fick Ford countdown to first pitch at 6:15 p.m. in College Station. I'll have the call for you once again. So that'll do it for us here from the Lady Hornet Softball Complex. Want to remind you again, tonight's broadcast of Lady Hornet Softball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any of the transmissions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. For Michael Cedillo and Damian Smith and the entire Hornet Nation Broadcast Network crew, I'm Carlos Zimmermann, wishing you a great rest of your Tuesday evening. We hope to see you on Friday as the Lady Hornets look to bounce back, taking on College Station. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Stay safe, stay warm, and as always, friends, have a pleasant tomorrow. Sting 'em, Hornets! And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch every ball game the rest of the season for Lady Hornet Softball and Huntsville Hornet Baseball right here on the KSAM Sports YouTube channel. Good night, God bless, and so long. From the gateway to the East Texas Piney Woods, Huntsville, Texas.